Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. I am within the Seda Hotel, SEDA, in Bacolod. It is close to the superstores that I wanted to visit. And I just had breakfast, and I have to say that if you want to eat healthy, there was such a spread here this morning for breakfast. If you want to cater to the otherwise, it's really, I haven't seen such a spread in all my life, frankly. It's excellent. The room is nice. It's not large, with a refrigerator and that's about it. King size bed and the usual, with the kettle, and they supply water. So it's been nice. Of course, how can you enjoy it alone, right? I've kind of got in the habit of that, kind of getting used to that. Anyhow, I brought along my October cost of living. So let's get into that. And I do have footage of the road up the mountain to get here from Dumaguete, and I'll share that a little later, as well as visits to the superstores that I was talking about. And we'll show you a little bit of that with pricing. So let's get on with October cost of living. Food, $18,013. That includes eating out. That includes snack. That includes everything, snacks, etc. I don't miss anything. I write everything down because I need to know where I'm at. Wi-Fi, $16.98, all pesos, of course. Cell, $0. Again, I use Gomo, which piggybacks Globe. I have never any issues with it. It's excellent. The app is really nice to work with, and you can switch your time and your data between the phone and Wi-Fi if you need to do that, and I have that too. Sometimes my Globe hardwire at home doesn't cut it, whereas the other portable Wi-Fi does. So not often do I have to switch, but I have it. So at one point, I could only use my portable. Now it seems that the other Wi-Fi is picked up, the hardwire is picked up better as far as service goes. So the hardwire is $16.98. Water, $476.18. That's 476 pesos, 18 cents. Potable water, 180. Garbage, 70. Electric, 5,200.59. Remember, my first month was crowding 10,000. So the turbines actually do a big number. But I also had the owner, at his expense, the turbines were on me, but the owner did have the roof painted, and that is making a difference, a huge difference. It's cut the heat down by about 50% in the attic. So it's white now. I left the borders black as they were, just so they don't slop paint around the edge. But that's just a partial month, so it's maintaining well. So that's not too bad for a month. Gasoline, $1,200. Now the Phil Health, my SRRV, and my car insurance for both vehicles, I paid annually, but here's the breakdown: $12 per month, $12.50. Phil Health, SRRV, Visa that is $17.67. Car insurance, $8.91 for the Suzuki cargo van, and $12.50 for the chain gun. Rent, $25,000. Miscellaneous. This one's bigger, $18,795. And I have to say that's all inclusive, including gifting, tithing, etc. I did go overboard somewhat because there was a specific person in need, and I'm not blowing, but I need to identify that because that's really picked up my miscellaneous. Total $75,777 for the month. Now, at about 57 pesos per, I forget what I figured it at, 57. That's been kind of midpoint as far as what I've netted in exchange from the dollar. So at about 57, it equates to $1,353.16. Backing out what I don't usually, as I indicated, what was a little extra this month, for last month I should say, it would be around $1,200 per month is what I spent. So that's the rundown. And I'm not skimping again, but I'm going to repeat this because new subscribers, and I appreciate you all, aren't aware of what I don't have. I don't spend on cable. I don't use Netflix. I don't drink. I don't smoke. So there's a lot of things that you might want to add to this total. Everybody is so very different. That's why it isn't a bad idea for me to continue with these on a monthly basis, because everybody's spending is so different. Their manner of living is different. You're going to spend more here, which I would, and you might spend next to zero in that particular category. So this with that rundown of others, and by way of cost of living, would give you a good idea as to what you can expect should you decide to move here. And of course, I'm having fun with pickleball, and there's a little wee bit of cost there, not much. Of course, running around, to accommodate that. Otherwise, there's not a lot. Of course, this trip here is going to add to the total next month. But you need to get away once in a while, and that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to hit not by no stretch of imagination, a lot of sightseeing in Bacolod. I'm not getting to that. It's not why I came. I came up the shortest route, which is just short of 5 hours. And may I say that I gave a rundown on the car performance. Well, I have to admit that I hit it a few times. The car is, it's a break-in process. There's already, I don't know, 1,700 kilometers on it. But I hit it a few times. So that's going to obviously reveal itself in the mileage. But definitely, I think I indicated at about 80 clicks, it was at 2,400 RPM. Well, when I picked it up to 100 clicks, it was at 3,000. Now that's running a little steep on the RPM. It does need a sixth gear. If you're traveling extensively outside of town, you'd want that sixth gear. And this particular car does not have it. I'm being honest with you. It rides like a champ, and it handles very nicely. So I can't complain there. But if I was to do a lot of road, long distance, I'd want that sixth gear. So how often does that occur while you're in the Philippines? Hardly ever. I didn't notice it until I came on this trip. When I picked up the speed, it was, you can start to hear it at 3,000 RPM. So I thought I'd just throw that in there. I know it has nothing to do with my cost of living, although a heavier foot will make a difference on the mileage too, wouldn't it? So perhaps you should not consider the drop in mileage, as I indicated the other video. I don't think you should put too much emphasis because, like I say, I hit it a few times. I kept my foot on it. And of course, you're going up mountains, and passing, and I did plenty of that. And so, yeah, I did drop about 0.6 of 1 kilometer as far as mileage is concerned versus just driving around Dumaguete, which isn't a lot. But I was anticipating a pickup in mileage because that's what normally occurs. City driving usually get the worst mileage. So yes, it needs another 6th gear. So if you're shopping and depending on your need, you might consider it. Otherwise, the car has been excellent. So with that, I'm going to shut down this video, and I am going to, I'm contemplating taking the south road, the west, all the way down the west side of Negros and coming up from the bottom. It's an extra hour, a little bit more than an hour, but I haven't been there, and I want to see what it's like. We'll be following the coast all the way down. I might make a stop. We'll see about that. And until next time, I appreciate your subscriptions, your sharing, and your viewing, and you all take care. Bye now.